Really, this is how I want to eat it. This is a big old bite. So good, guys. So good. Give it a try.
Hey guys, today I'm going to be showing you how I make these stuffed poblano peppers, so stick around.
Hey guys, it's Kim Vasquez here. Today I am bringing you a cooking video and I'm showing you how to make one of our favorite dishes that we like to have for breakfast, but really you can have it for breakfast, a lunch, a dinner. I mean, it's very versatile, and you can make it ahead of time, and it's Renee's Aunt Ruby's stuffed poblano peppers. So if you would like to see that, go ahead and watch.
So you're going to need some frozen or canned corn, some queso fresco, some cilantro, and some poblano peppers. I just charred these under the broiler. So I'm so sorry I forgot to show the part where I put the poblanos in my broiler, but basically I put them in the broiler in the oven and let them char all the way around. And then I placed them in this bag where they steamed and got nice and soft. You're going to take your queso fresco and then you're going to grate it in this bowl. Queso fresco is pretty crumbly on its own, but I just like to grate it. If you don't have a grater, you could just crumble it with your hands. Then you're just going to add some frozen or canned corn. And then you're going to add some cilantro. I'm sorry I don't have actual measurements. This is kind of like an eyeball thing. You just kind of go with it. That's my favorite type of cooking, is things that you can just kind of go with the flow. Once you do that, you just give everything a good little mixture. If there's something in this ingredients that you don't like, you could always switch it up and play around with the recipe. That's what I like about cooking, is you can make it your own. So now we're going to add some seasonings. I'm going to start off with this garlic. I love this Costco garlic, it's so good. So you're going to add the garlic and then some cumin. If you don't have cumin, it's fine without it. I just really like the flavor of cumin. And then you're just going to add some salt and pepper to taste. I'll warn you though, queso fresco is a little salty, so just be really careful with that salt. And again, I'm just mixing everything up. Again, there's not exact measurements, just this is a recipe that you go with what you like. So here are the poblano peppers after I took them from out of the steam bag, and what that did was it allowed the poblanos to kind of cook a little bit more, and it's going to make it way easier for the skin to get peeled off. You don't want to keep that skin, that thin layer of skin that you see right there, you don't want to keep that on the poblano. It's just going to make it bitter and hard to eat. So I just go through and I remove all the skin from the poblano pepper. Just make sure that you're being gentle when you do it, because they have been steamed, they are a little bit soft, and so you don't want the poblano to fall apart on you. So then after you remove the skin, I gently open it up and I just take out any seeds that are inside. You don't have to do this, depending on the poblano and depending on how spicy you like your food. If you leave the seeds in there, it'll make it a little bit more spicy. But it doesn't have to be perfect. I just find them annoying, so I like to take them out. And then you just put them in a baking dish and get them ready for stuffing. This isn't the normal baking dish that I normally use when I make these, so it was a little awkward getting them kind of configured, but it ended up working out in the end. I just go ahead and place my corn and queso fresco and cilantro mixture and just stuff that pepper as much as I possibly can, making sure I get it inside the pepper and not on the outside. But yeah, just be really gentle because the poblano is really soft from being steamed in that little plastic bag. But you just put as much of that mixture as you can. It's nothing fancy, it doesn't have to be perfect, but this is kind of like what it looks like when you're done. What I love about this meal is that it could be a make-ahead meal. I was making this on a Friday so I could have it with my husband for brunch on a Saturday, and so I just basically put the foil over it and put it in the fridge overnight. I also like to pair it with my homemade chile. My husband really likes it when I make it nice and spicy. If you want a recipe for that, I can make another video. Just comment down below. So it is the next morning and I have placed the poblanos in the oven covered at 350, and while those are in the oven, I'm just going to mix some eggs to go on the side. And that takes like about 15-20 minutes. Once I feel like they're warmed all the way through, I just put them back in the oven uncovered and just kind of let the heat from the oven kind of dry them out a little bit. Everything in here is cooked, so you don't have to worry about things not being cooked all the way. And so this is what it looks like at the end. I just poured some chile on the top. I had some bacon that was one of those like pre-made bacons, kind of cheated there, but it helps you out. My husband loves corn tortillas with this, and so I made sure I had some corn tortillas on the side for him. And for my drink, oh my gosh, I have been loving this Starbucks pre-blended like iced coffee. I get the one that's unsweetened because I add the French vanilla creamer, and I feel like the French vanilla creamer has enough sugar and sweetener that I don't need to add anything else to it. So it's really good. If you guys haven't tried it, you should. And as you can see by the empty plate, this was a hit for my husband. Shout out to his Aunt Ruby, because this is a recipe that she taught me, and it's one that's a staple in our house. So if you would like to see more videos like this, just let me know.